Bandai Namco is a company of plenty of amazing franchises, since Pac-Man put them on the map in the early 1980s. Along with Spherical Yellow Idol, there's Tekken, Soul Calibur, Katamari, the Digimon games, and Dark Souls to name a few. But aside from Pac-Man getting his set of platformers at the Pac-Man World games, what if I told you there's another franchise of Namco's featuring an adorable character that hasn't seen the light of day in a good while, but will be making a return soon? Enter Klonoa, a cat, dog, rabbit hybrid. Klonoa is a 2008 Wii remake of the game Klonoa, Door to Phantomile, on the PS1, starring Klonoa, who woke up from a nightmare he just had. Relieved at first it was just a nightmare, he soon finds out that similar events from the nightmare are playing out. He then sets off with his friend Hupo, a bean that lives inside his ring, to check things out, which begins their journey to save their homeland. Klonoa is a 2.5D platformer, where the characters move along a two-dimensional plane in a 3D environment. However, unlike 2.5D games such as New Super Mario Bros., as Klonoa progresses, you can see him slowly make turns around loops, while remaining on the 2D plane. Unlike other platformer protagonists like Sonic or Mario, Klonoa doesn't jump to attack. Instead, using his ring, Klonoa would grab an enemy and fire at them at another enemy, or target to advance in the level. Aside from his single jump, he can also use enemies he picks up as a springboard to function as a second jump, or flutter around using his ears. The characters in the game can be voiced in one of two different languages, English or Phantomile, which basically is just a bunch of sounds coming from everyone. For some reason, when I hear Klonoa speaking English, I feel like he sounds a bit older than he looks, and more fitting to voice a Sonic character. The English voice acting is fine, though nothing stands out as exceptional in my opinion. Having seen some of the cutscenes play out in the Phantomile language after my initial playthrough, I feel like that's the better language to hear the game. You might have to read what they're saying, but I feel like there's a bit more emotion in this language. In regards to the visuals, the world of Phantomile looks colorful overall, which you'll see in the game's dozen levels. The game isn't a very difficult game, but the mechanic of using Klonoa's ring to grab enemies and using them as a double jump or projectile is unique. The game has some puzzles, which get hard over time, but nothing too difficult for seasoned platformer players. Though some of the boss fights are great, I'm not too big of a fan that one of the villains blatantly tells you what you have to do to beat some of the bosses. The game's soundtrack isn't the greatest of all time, but the music used from cheerful, intense moments are solid. One boss theme in particular stands out, as well as the song used towards the end of the game. Klonoa is by no means the greatest platformer I've ever played. The game isn't too tough for seasoned platformers to complete, and some of the characters may come off cheesy, but I strongly recommend people stick with the game and see how things unfold. The game I think took me about 6 to 8 hours to complete my first playthrough, so it is a short run, but having played it a few years back on my Twitch channel, link in bio, and with the upcoming release of Klonoa 1 and 2 on multiple platformers, I feel like this is a series that deserves to have a second lease on life, having gone almost 15 years without a release. I'm not a professional game reviewer, but I recommend people give Klonoa a try with the remakes coming out in July, as copies of the Wii remake of the original game are going for like $65, and Klonoa 2 on the PS2 is going for above $80.
Whoa!
The first game in the series isn't very challenging, but with its color, great music, and smooth gameplay, fans of platformers I feel will love this game. Thank you for watching my first video review. Feedback is greatly appreciated, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, hit the subscribe button, as those will help boost exposure. I hope to do more reviews of games that I have streamed on my Twitch channel, which you can follow using the link below. Till then, have a great day, everybody.